Hello, my name is Derrick Braun, and this is my milestone 3 for Project Portfolio 7. My art director from the first week is on vacation, and Ken Norman's been helping me out this week. He gave me a call and gave me some critiques over the phone. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday. And while it's really nice to know that I'm not being forgotten about if like certain instructors take vacations, I wish I would have got like a video or at least a Word document with the critiques. I know I had to tighten up the neck. That's what I think he was mentioning the most. I need to watch how the clavicles are and all these forms right here. If I didn't hit it this week, please let me know what you think about that. Another thing I spent most of my time on this week, though, was some of these sub tools. I ended up going through and retopologizing. And in addition to retopologizing, I figured you might as well kill two birds with one stone and UV map. So I did the boots. I did the pants, which this part down here was a complete pain. I didn't do the insides because I figured they wouldn't be visible even from like a render. I did the back side of this mesh right here, like this woven part of his pants. And some of these, after I retopologized and projected the details, it got a little messy in certain spots, so I'll have to touch that up on this new retopologize tool before I export to be texture mapped. But like I said, I did UV maps for this as well. And then I did the sword. Also put some more detail into it. This was also retopologized and UV mapped. I'm looking forward to doing all the textures for all these parts. I know that is drawing closer and closer. The only things I did not retopologize was the skin because I'm not sure what kind of edits I'm still going to have to make on this. I think it's looking pretty good though. I didn't do the shirt because I planned on, if I do have to make any more changes to the anatomy because the shirt hugs his form so closely, I was just going to recreate it. This only took me, I don't know, a few minutes to extract and add these rings around the neck and sleeves. I didn't get to this subtool either yet. That'll have to be done either tonight after work or tomorrow before work. So my time is very precious to me these last few weeks. I did do the gloves. See, that's been retopologized. It's also been UV mapped just to save time. I'm not gonna show. I'll show you the map. Geometry. Go to the subdivision. UV map. Morph UVs. Yep, there it is. So yeah, I have the skin, the eyes, and these two pieces, the shirt and the shoulder with the cape, that need to be retopologized in UV map still. Hoping to have all that done by next Tuesday. I also want to get everything into Substance Painter by the end of next week. Hopefully have most of it textured and materialed. My art director, Ken Norman, he did suggest that I just forego the whole sculpting of hair and go with hair cards. Like if this were to be a video game asset, which I would love to play this guy in a video game, just because he's so close to me. Um, I also did some research on hair cards. Last night I was playing around with it, but I couldn't get the transparency to work on the polygons that were the hair cards. I have these. I worked on this last night as just making textures for what would be on the hair cards, but I couldn't get the transparency, showing the entire polygon in my renders. I'm not sure if I was using Maya Mental Ray, so I'm not sure if that's an issue or what. I'm not happy with this one. I don't know why the two look different. I was kind of sloppy with the painting. But this was my UV for these, and when I rendered it, you could still see the edges of these polygons, and the polygons were like semi-transparent, so I'm not sure what was going on there. I made this alpha and plugged it into the transparency channel, but still no bueno. So yeah, let me know any tips on that. I was just using YouTube tutorials for that, so I'm not sure if Linda has tutorials for that, but any tips on hair cards would be incredibly helpful at this stage. But yep, that's where I'm at for this week. Spent many hours retopologizing and UV mapping these extra sub tools. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've been making. I'm sure I'm going to need some more work on the anatomy just because the direction I got was just over the phone, and I wish I could have recorded it or something, because one thing I like to do with my art director's critiques is, while I'm working on it, revisit those critiques just so I'm making sure I'm hitting all the points. And since the phone call was almost a week ago, it's hard to remember everything that was talked about, especially because I was picking up my son from school at the time, so my attention was split in two different areas. But yeah, that's it for this week. I don't want to keep this video too long, so to whom it may concern, I hope you have a great day, and let me know what you think. Again, any pointers on hair cards would be nice. And yeah, that's it. So take care.